Well, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be. You are watching Sketching Past Midnight Live. I am your host, CB Smallwood, the greatest of all time, the unchallenged and undisputed, so it probably must be true. Today, what we're going to be doing is taking a quick look, little progress, little bit of a progress report. Like if I was still in school, this would be my report card to show you my progress this semester of Wildcat, what all I've been working on, what all I've been doing, conjuring, not witchcraft, mind you, but actual comic book pages. So what you're gandering at right now is it's kind of like a Wildcat promo piece. It's a Wildcat splash, Wildcat poster, Wildcat whatever you want to call it. It's pizzazz. It's got Wildcat bodacity, whatever that means. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out overall. There is a few things. Let me tilt it so you can see it better. Okay, much better. It's like it's in 3D now. I gotta figure out this gun. Get that out. Kind of want to work on this face just a little bit. I need to get some reference for the truck because I drew this from memory. Not too bad. That's not too bad for drawing a truck from memory. And I want to work on his face a little bit more. I feel like it needs to be cooler. Whatever that means. It's one of these things where I can't exactly explain it. I can just look at it and tell you it's not cool enough, or it hasn't even reached the coolness factor yet. But yeah, so that is that page, and if I have time, right now it is 7. I think it's 7 in the morning. The family's going to start waking up, rising from their slumber. And so I'll have to end the broadcast. Gotta have family time. But in the meantime, it's going to be me and your time, dear viewers. Okay, let's move this out of the way and let me give you the progress report. So I got a bunch of Wildcat pages here. What a mess. Okay, some of these are somewhat finished, half finished, or completely finished. Just depends on how you look at it. Well, I guess it doesn't depend on how you look at it. It is what it is. And everything I'm doing is just so bipolar, just hopping all over the place and things like that. And a lot of that is due to the story, figuring out elements to the story from beginning to end, making sure that I tell a clear, coherent story that has all the little pieces in it. That it makes sense, and not only does it make sense, it's captivating. It draws you in, it keeps you engaged, and you care about the characters and all this other stuff. It's a lot of stuff to think about, and it may seem like a lot of pressure to put on myself, but I care about the characters, and I need to make sure that I make you care about the characters too. And anyway, and the story. Why is it worth your time? What is different about it? What is whatever about it? So we're looking at a page of Wildcat getting slaughtered. Yeah. So there's that. This is either the first. This is either page 1 or page 2 of the Wildcat comic, Dead Man Walking. That's the name of the story arc. Here is double page spread of Wildcat. And I feel like I'm missing a page or two. Let me make sure here. I bet I am. My gut's telling me I'm missing some pages. I knew I was. I know I was missing some pages. I got them. Okay, let's see here. I got this here. All right, so this is the Wildcat double page spread, right? And here's the pages that preceded that, if I can get them situated here. Very disorganized. Yeah. All right. And flip that over. Here's this one. And I apologize for being quiet. I'm thinking, and I'm also just kind of getting a little organized here. There's no method to my mayhem. This is kind of like a splash page. Sorry, this is like a splash page / cover / whatever it turns out to be. You know, I got like a forest jungle looking thing, and this is water, and you know, it's about done pencil wise. The only other thing is I need to add other elements in it, you know, in the foreground to make it pop and not have it look so barren and naked. Sometimes it's good to be barren and naked. Be a little nude with your artwork. People that do that best, you know, Frank Miller, Mike Mignola, where they have these vast open spaces, but they actually draw your eye to a certain spot that you want to draw it to, and it's very artsy fartsy, and it's not something I mastered, and that's not the intent with this big open space anyway. So I'm going to add some other stuff in this eventually. This is one of my favorite Wildcat pages. I was really happy with how this turned out. I like everything except for this chain and the breeches. Not too high on the breeches, but the rest of this, very, very pleased with. All right, now what you're looking at is a double page spread of Wildcat here, and see if I can get this unfolded. I had some problems with this, and the problems is I actually talked about this in the last episode, and what it was, I was talking to all of you, my dear audience. I was also talking with Dave Hingley and mostly to myself, you know, because I talk to myself as well, in case you didn't know that. And the conversation was basically doing character model sheets or whatever it's called, where you do multiple drawings of the character from different angles and different facial expressions and stuff like that. I recommend checking out character sheets or character model sheets or whatever, or character design Disney. Put Disney in there when you do Google searches, you know, and you'll see more of what I'm talking about. But you know, that's something I'm wanting to get more into to make sure that I really nail the spirit of the characters and kind of get it figured out, what, you know, how they look like and stuff like that. For many years, you know, basically I just kind of design on the page, and that's not good. That's not a good way to go. And that's what was happening here with these characters in the background, you know. So fairly happy with how Wildcat turned out here. Not quite, but a little bit. I guess the reason I like it is the rendering overall. I thought the rendering was pretty tight. But, yeah. So this is something I'm going to revisit and see if I can salvage it, you know, because it kind of went south a little bit. Here is a page that started out as me trying to work on different art techniques and work on you know, learning things. And as I was goofing on it, it turned into a comic page. Notice I didn't finish this here. But I was just really, I don't know, I was just really digging it, you know. I thought it was really fun. And, you know, I inked the whole thing, or Drew inked the whole thing with this, you know. And, yeah, this was a happy experiment. And then so I may end up using this page in the first issue of Wildcat. You know, some of these pages I showed you will end up in the first issue, and then other pages will not, you know. There's no rhyme or reason to it other than it has to fit the story. This is me just trying to play around with layouts, trying to get an idea of how I want to do stuff. And this is basically the fox in the truck, you know, speeding away, and, you know, possible car chase, that type of thing. And I need reference for this truck. Again, this is me drawing from memory, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I like that. I was looking at this a while ago, and even though this looks, you know, fairly cool, this might be a throwaway page. You can't really tell, but this is a cemetery gate, right? Nice looking truck that's coming together there. I like that. But if I do salvage this page, I'll probably put some panels down here or something like that. Something that helps to bring this together in a good way. So I really have to give this one some thought. I like this page. And put a lot of effort into this little truck here in the background. Fox is coming together pretty good. Maybe her head might be too big there. Maybe I should make her body bigger or shrink her head. I don't know. On camera it looks bigger, but not in person. Yeah, it's just one of these weird things. Notice her arm disappears because I hadn't figured out, you know, where I was going with it. Really like how this turned out. Pretty good. But then again, you know, I wanted to have more of the squirrely lips. So that might be something that I fix. I don't know. I could erase this out, take this out, and you know, just have the truck in the background and show maybe the fox in the truck or getting out of the truck or something like that, you know. Yes. Let's see here. Now this is almost like an entirely different character. But that's the fox still. I need to work on the consistency here. I can do it. I can do it. I think just from looking at it, the head on the one on the right is a little bit more elongated, and this one's a little mushed. Not mushed in a bad way. There's different type of head sizes, you know. And again, that's another benefit of doing character model sheets, even though I don't do them, and I need to do them. I need to really nail down the look of the fox, which I've been doing that with Wildcat, you know, drawing at work, you know, studying John Buscema and incorporating that into my work, you know, Mark Silvestri and stuff like that. But this is a could be a throwaway page. Up here, you know, I guess it's supposed to be a cemetery gate. I don't know, but that'll probably have to change to something different. and here she is getting chased. A lot of these pages are really tentative, you know. I really have to sit down and see what I like. Now, I'm keeping this one for sure. This is a keeper. And I know you can't really make out the line work, but you have to, I promise you this is pretty cool. So we got a tree and the Gogi spirits coming out, right? And then you got a villain here giving villainous dialogue, and then there's a Gogi behind him, and then this is 3 bad guys here, right? And then here, there we go. There's some Gogi at the bottom, okay, and they're just kind of flying by. And I know you really can't tell, but this is like a tree stump. These are rocks. This is the ground. And these are the spirits of the Gogi going into the ground, going into the rocks and stuff. And, oh, this is a killer page. This is one of my favorite pages that's going to go in the Wildcat first issue. It just looks really good. It tells a story, and very happy with it. And I haven't even, you know, penciled it yet, or inked it, or whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'm fairly happy with this page. I really like how the top panel kind of came together there. I think it's interesting. It's got an interesting look to it. The middle panel, though, I tried to do a tree stump Gogi, but it just wasn't happening. So I'll have to replace it with another one. And in here, we got a Gogi up close and personal. Sorry. And it's going after one of the generic bad guys. And I don't like how the head twist is coming together. I guess it's mainly because of the his back there. I couldn't get a good back twist thing, you know, to make it look more natural. Now let me sip my water here. I tell you this is one of my favorite pages as well. It's going in the first issue. I love the way that I rendered his face. I'm going to copy that, take pictures of that, so I can replicate that, you know, and do it again. The fox turned out fairly well, you know, and got this little Jiminy looking mid panel here. I like that. I thought that looked pretty cool. And then we got the big reveal for Big Daddy Gogi, okay? And I like that. I thought it looked pretty sweet. Now, I will say this, though. Well, I will say this. Why would I say that? I like to add to what I'm saying here. All right, so been doing some thinking, and I'm leaning toward giving Wildcat a full beard. And here's the reason. Here's the reason why. Here's a train of thought on that. Is, you know, he's been buried for like over a decade or whatever, and apparently he didn't die like how we thought, because he's got a healing factor and stuff. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, even when you're dead, right? Even when you're dead, your hair and fingernails continue to grow. There's some of the last residual things that die, I guess, to get all what do you call it? Come on, guys, help me. Give me the mental acuity to conjure this word from my brain, not to get all gruesome. Gruesome's not the word I was going to use, but that's what I'm going to go with. Not to get all gruesome and depressing, but anyway, I was thinking about giving him a beard and stuff like that. But the problem is, it's going to mess this beautiful face up. I really like this, but you know what? I guess the trade-off is I'm just going to have to draw an awesome-looking beard. You know, I'm going to have to get on that. But other than that, pretty cool page. Really happy with it. It's going to be, some of these pages will end up like in issue 2, or maybe if the first issue is 120 pages, or the first trade, or whatever you want to call it, 60 pages, whatever. But this will come later in the story, and this is when Wildcat gets his clothes, and he's living at the cemetery at a mausoleum. So he's living in this little tight, comfy mausoleum. And this turned out fairly okay overall, And then we got a splash page of him in the mausoleum, just resting comfortably. Yeah. Liking them boots. I guess them boots seal the deal, right? And this also comes later in the Wildcat story arc of Dead Man Walking. This is where Wildcat is fighting the tentative names of Liquidator, Steroid Owl, and Cactus Jack. And he's really annoyed right now. He doesn't like to be pinned down. So it's bam there, and then chabam here, So I think it's going to look pretty cool, this page, when it, gets whatever. This is a random splash page. Doesn't have anything to do with anything. I don't know. I think, when I've posted this online, not really a lot of people's been really receptive to it. And I don't think I'm that receptive to it either. I think it's mainly just because of the head that I draw. Well, for me personally, it's the head that I've drawn. It's a cool looking head, but I don't know. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. Which brings us to this wonderful table. Okay. And then here we are. World tour completed. Going to get my crap now. So that's probably one of the most boring tours that I've given of the Wildcat pages that I got. And this isn't all the Wildcat pages, by the way. I actually have sketchbooks that have roughly about 10 pages worth of material that's going to go in the first issue, that I've got sketched out. When some of my sketches are fairly detailed, and some of them are very loose. And so there's like 10 pages missing from that stack over there most of you have already seen it, but, for those that haven't, I got more stuff. I got like 4 or 5 pages of basically Wildcat getting murdered, and then I got like 4 or 5 pages of the fox just kind of wandering around town type of thing. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get our handy dandy ink pen Stadler, whatever it's called. Let me move this just a little bit so I can have some room to actually do whatever it is I'm trying to do. And maybe I'll put an eraser underneath here to make, so you can actually, if I can get that corner up. Maybe if I can get this corner up. Yeah, well, it's going to be hard to draw like that. You just have to deal with the glare. You're just gonna have to live with it. Live with that glare. Okay. A lot of these videos I like to do them of the night, late at night. That's the reason it's called sketching past midnight, till about 3 in the morning, But because of my work schedule and stuff like that, it's really got me kerfoggled, it's got my kabobbles caboose all messed up. You know, I'm just kind of all over the place. So I think it's just best that I just upload these when I can, you know, and my regular viewers who like to watch these things live, you know, they'll just have to, if they're so inclined, catch the replay, you know. Draw in silence so you can enjoy it. This is an ASMR version of Sketching Past Midnight. Let's see here. Well, that's what I did, so I'm just going to go with it. Oh, dang it. I'm trying to get like a little ball point on the end and then streak it. I think that looks neat when you do it like that. Okay, trying to get all my little itchy scratchies in there. Okay, so I posed this question. In the tail end of my last video. Okay, and anyone watching the replay or anyone watching live, no pressure. But my question was this. I am trying to make sure that my YouTube channel, my comic book company, website, all these different things have a synergy to them. So, you know, my most popular video series that I have on my channel is Mental Junk Food, followed by Sketching Past Midnight. But anyway, Mental Junk Food's number one, pretty much. It gets hundreds and thousands of views. I don't want to make it sound like it's omega popular, because it's not. But people enjoy it, or seem to anyway. And, you know, the name of my comic book company is New Empire Comics. And so here's the problem. You know, I had thrown out or recommended that Dan Fraga, you know, he needed to call his YouTube channel Fragaboon, and he needs to call his comic book company Fragaboon, because he's already, you know, he was used to call his YouTube channel Couch Doodles, and he would use Fragaboon as like, you know, some promotional thing or something, some opener that he would do that I can't really explain. But anyway, the thing is, like, I felt like, you know, his comic book company is called Incredible Comics, and I felt like that's a missed opportunity because Fragaboon is just so awesome. You know, you could go to the toilet and say Fragaboon, and it just feels right. It just feels right. And so when it's like that, you know, why not just call all those things Fragaboon? And that way it's great marketing, it's great branding, all this other stuff. And so my thing is, you know, I need to take my own advice. Sorry, you can't see what I'm drawing. My apologies. So, you know, thinking about renaming my YouTube channel or something like that. Should I call my YouTube channel Mental Junk Food? My company, Mental Junk Food, and my website, Mental Junk Food. Should I call my YouTube channel New Empire Comics or New Empire, whatever? New Empire. My website, New Empire. My company, New Empire. Lots of questions here. Or is there another route to take? Is there another way to go about this? I would like to know. So if anybody's watching this in the replay or live, please let me know either in the chat or in the comment section, because it's something I need to figure out, and maybe I could just start like a whole new YouTube channel and go about it that way for a lot of my oddball stuff. I don't know. I have to turn the page here. Turn the page like Bob Seger. Nothing wrong with that, right? On a lone, lonesome highway, east I'm a howl. Think about the woman that you knew the night before. I'm going to put in some of these little accidental scratches that I put in just because I feel like they look cool, and I know when I erase it I'm going to miss it because I'm going to lose a lot of that texture, I'm debating here. Debating real hard. Can you tell? Can you tell my debations? Oh, man. Gotta get them Wildcat whiskeys in. All right. I'll probably, I'm thinking deeply. I didn't come with a real big, hot and heavy set plan of what I wanted to talk about tonight or what I wanted to do. Probably not the best thing to do. A lot of times I just like to spitball stuff. I could talk about, politics, lose half of my audience. Yeah. Could talk about science, religion, lose some more people. How dare you talk about religion? Well, it's coming together pretty good, I think. I think it's looking good. I don't know. What do you guys think? There we go. Zoom out a little bit. How about we zoom out a whole lot? What in the world? There we go. Oh. Okay. I think I got it now. There's a lot of darkness over that eye, and I feel I just need to go with it. Just get it in there. Putting in all those scratches because I think those scratches kind of look cool. Kind of adds a little something extra to it. So, that's all my progress report today. Just kind of short and sweet. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to tune in to either just listen or sketch along with me. I also like to thank everybody that's going to catch the replay. Shout out, as always, to my loyal, royal, faithful, and true crew for being with me from the beginning, and all the people that's hopped on the train since then. Thank you very much. Please remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so that way you can be kept up to date to all my shenanigans, because I will be having mental junk food videos coming back where I talk about comics, sci-fi, horror, fantasy, pop culture, and everything in between. I'll also be doing a video series about cryptids and strange things in the world, so that is coming up. And of course, if you enjoy these sketching past midnight videos, those will be there as well. So you got this trifecta of awesomeness that will be coming your way. And you can only get that and be kept up to date to that if you subscribe. So remember to do that. And also, remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. It helps in the YouTube algorithm. If you don't hit the like button, I understand, you know. Regardless, thank you all for tuning in. Quick reminder, as always, watching Sketching Past Midnight. This is CB Small with the greatest of all time, undisputed, unchallenged, so it must be true. And I thank you all for everything. Please remember to leave a comment if you're so inclined, because I do read each and every single comments, and I do value them greatly, and I appreciate it. As always, this is CB Smallwood, and I will see you in the next video.